Today's video is going to be about something pretty special. A few weeks ago, I was scrolling through Instagram and I came across a page that I follow called Murals of St. Louis. They made a post that was different than their normal post. It wasn't about a mural. It had a picture of a little girl on it. Her name was Lyla. Lyla has what they call complex regional pain syndrome, or CRPS. It's such a painful disease that it's dubbed the suicide disease, because a lot of people take their lives because the pain is just too much to deal with. And the further on I read in the post, their insurance denied them the treatment that she needs. And it's $67,000 out of pocket. And that's not even counting the trips that they have to take to Cincinnati Children's Hospital, going back and forth, staying at hotels, gas money, food, all of this kind of stuff that is involved with taking these trips back and forth. So they started a GoFundMe. When I first looked at the GoFundMe, it was at like $6,000, and it's gone up around 30,000, but it's kind of flatlined. And 30,000 is wonderful. It sounds great, but it's not even close to what they need. They need like an additional 45,000 on top of that. So I sat there and I decided, I shoot videos all the time. Why not do something good with it, since I'm still waiting for YouTube to take off to where hopefully I can make money one day to do something good. I can do something good right now in the moment by providing them with something as simple as a video that they can share on Facebook or TikTok or Instagram or whatever. It's one of those things where the earlier you can take a hold of the treatment, the better it is in the long run. The longer that they wait, the worse it's going to be. And she's in so much pain right now. She's having trouble sleeping. Her grades are suffering. She's only 10. And she's even expressed not really wanting to be alive anymore. So it's a very, very serious issue. Hopefully this video that I'll make, and maybe even this little YouTube video on my channel, hopefully it'll be a way to get the word out and get some money to this amazing family, who, by the way, Derek, Lyla's dad, is a veteran and a special education teacher. Lyla's mom, Heather, volunteers at the Mission Continues, which helps veterans, and she's also a former school teacher. So if I can do something as little as making a little video for them to share and get the word out, then I felt like I should do it. They're 25 minutes away. No surprise, I am cutting it down to the wire. I still gotta shower and pack, so yeah.
Huey is definitely a snorer. So if you hear snoring or oinking, it is Huey's breathing.
The first time that we knew something was wrong with Lyla, it was a Sunday evening. She had been baking a cake all day. While I was cleaning, all of a sudden I heard her start screaming.
I definitely knew something was wrong because she usually handles pain pretty well, and I'd never seen her in this state before.
I remember specifically Lyla laying on her back on the kitchen floor, and it was just devastating to see her in that state.
CRPS is an incredibly rare condition, less than 200,000 cases. There's not a lot known about it, which makes it incredibly challenging to not only get it diagnosed, but then to find doctors who can provide care for it.
It's really challenging for me at school a lot because it's really hard to take my mind off of my leg hurting or my foot, and so my teacher has made me a list of things I can do, and I keep it in the back of my binder. Things I can do when it starts hurting, and one of those is I can call my mom if it's really hurting. And also, since I'm not able to focus, since I'm not able to take my mind off of it, it's really brought my grades down, and that's just making me even more sad.
Complex regional pain syndrome, or CRPS, has received the nickname of the suicide disease. People afflicted with it see suicide as a better alternative than to endure the pain of CRPS. The first time I found out that Lyla had had thoughts of not wanting to be alive anymore because of this pain was when we went to our evaluation at Cincinnati Children's Hospital. I also saw the way she looked at me when she answered that and saw my reaction, because that's who Lyla is. She was worried that she'd upset me, but she has shared that.
Before I had it, I was I would run around and play at school with my friends and play volleyball and soccer. But now sometimes like I said, I really don't want to go to school, or I don't want to come down for dinner, or I'll hide in my room.
The challenge came actually on the heels of the most hope we'd had, which is when we finally got in to go to an evaluation in Cincinnati at their Cincinnati Children's Hospital that has a program that treats pediatric patients with CRPS. And as we were finishing the evaluation and they said she's a perfect candidate, we could start her next week, but we found that your insurance company, United Healthcare, very rarely approves this. The next day, they told me they'd already denied it, but that there were steps we could take, like not to lose hope, and that hope was quickly gone when the insurance company had seemed to not care at all. I'm still waiting for documentation that I've asked for that I haven't received from them.
It's extremely frustrating when there are gatekeepers making decisions that have such a profound effect on our daughter's mental health, her overall well-being, and her day-to-day life. We feel completely helpless and out of control, and it's extremely frustrating and devastating at the same time. So trying to be the strongest parent you can and remain positive is very difficult.
Just knowing that my sister is in pain and that there's not much that I can do about it. I try at school as much as I can to just check up on her and to make sure she's doing okay, to provide the best care for her as an older sister. But it does really hurt me to know that my sister will constantly be in pain and that there's not much I can do.
The reason that there's such urgency behind getting this treatment so quickly is one, the studies have shown that early treatment can mean greater outcomes and more fully recovering from it. It also is urgent because Lyla's mental health has suffered from it. She has always been the happiest child ever until recently. And so knowing that this has caused her struggle so much that she doesn't want to be around anymore has a different sense of urgency than anything else. The treatment that we are trying to get Lyla in is an intensive inpatient program in Cincinnati because there are none local here. That treatment involves rigorous work to desensitize the area of her body, her left leg, that is affected by this. It involves the full child though, so it also involves a pain psychologist to help manage the mental health side of this, as well as to set her up with strategies to use moving forward so that she can be back in control of functioning in life. A 2-week stay in this inpatient program, it starts at $67,000 just for the cost of the program. That doesn't include the travel and the stay there, and insurance is covering none of it. It would also involve me temporarily living there and being a part of the program as well. There's a role that parents play in the program as well, to be a partner in that.
Well, research has shown with pediatric patients, the sooner they receive treatment or begin treatment, that it increases exponentially the chances of improving the condition and less chance of it returning or flaring up. She would be better well equipped to function as an adult and throughout her teenage years, the sooner she would receive the treatment. The way I would describe Lyla's personality would be similar to a high energy roller coaster. She's always thinking of ways she can put a smile on someone's face.
She's the best sister I could ever ask for. She is the greatest friend ever, too.
The way that I would describe Lyla is pure love and joy. It seems like she comes into the world with trying to figure out how can she make it better for other people, even when she is at her lowest. And I appreciate it so much. I had friends who have been asking for ways to help for quite some time as they've known what Lyla's been going through and what we've been struggling with. And as someone who finds it very difficult to accept help and ask for help, I kept saying no until it was to the point that I was out of options. When friends offered to set up the GoFundMe, one of the concerns I had was that it wouldn't do anything. It's overwhelming for me sometimes to even fathom the generosity of not only the people that know us and know Lyla, but the people who've never even met us and are willing to stand behind us and stand behind Lyla, while also recognizing we still have a long way to go to be able to get Lyla in Cincinnati and getting her some relief.
Looking at where we need to be in order to get Lyla the treatment she needs, we still have somewhat of a road ahead of us. Again, we are overwhelmed with all the support and prayers and donations that we've received already. It's just been phenomenal.
So we currently are at about 30 or 31,000, which is amazing to know that we've been supported in that way. That leaves about 47,000 for us to get to the place where we can afford 2 weeks for Lyla in the program. We ask that you find the link at the end of this post, and everything helps, whether it's liking, sharing the post. It gets it in front of more people, and more people means more awareness and more opportunity to get support for Lyla. And if you have the ability, donating, whether it's $5, anything helps. It helps with ensuring that we can get Lyla the treatment. It helps with us traveling there. It helps with us staying there, and would mean the world to us to get Lyla closer to being the happy girl that we know her to be.
I had a lot of fun shooting this video with you guys today. If you would like, I'll put the link in the description below. Please feel free to donate, or at least comment, like, share the video to get the word out, because even that alone is doing a lot to help them. And yeah, so, high five. Oh yeah, what's your pig's name's Pancake, right?
Yes.
Pancake. My dog's name is Pancake too. What are the odds?
Thank you, Travis, for all you did for me when you didn't know me. Thank you so much, and I hope your dad recovers from getting stung in the mouth by a bee, and yes, we're watching your YouTube videos.